This is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNN.Live, and we're at the Precious Metals Summit 2019 in Beaver Creek, Colorado. With me right now is Duncan Gibbs from Gold Road Resources. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is GOR on the ASX. Duncan, welcome back.
Thank you, Robert, and very good to see you this morning.
It's great to have you on. So for our audience, let's start off with an overview of the company, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, sure. So Gold Road, as you've just mentioned, ASX-listed company. We discovered the Gruyere deposit, and we've just completed the construction phase of that. First gold production in June this year, and we're currently in the ramp-up phase of the operation.
All right, so we got ahead of my next question. I was going to ask, we last had you on here about a year ago at this conference, so let's get that update. What's been going on at Gold Road?
Yeah, so in the last 12 months, really completing the construction of Gruyere with our partner Gold Fields. So Gold Fields, the manager of the project, and we hold substantial exploration tenure around the mine. So yeah, we completed the build, first gold production, and ongoing exploration activities.
So tell me, what about this project is unique amongst some of the other gold discoveries in Australia, let's say in the last 5 to 10 years?
So Gruyere is really a world-class deposit. When we're up at full production, we should be around the end of this year. Annual production rate for the mine, about 300,000 ounces a year. It's got a 12-year mine life, low cost, so 1,025 Aussie dollars. I have to convert that in my head to US, but low sort of bottom quartile cost. Really makes it a world-class discovery. And really this century there have only been two similar scale discoveries in Australia, Gruyere and the Tropicana deposit, which I was also personally involved with.
Right. So in terms of the infrastructure, how are we doing with that? Is it near, everybody always likes to know, is it near big cities, big roads, all that kind of stuff, so where are we at on the infrastructure for the project?
Yeah, so the mine site's located about 1,000 kilometres out of Perth in Western Australia, pretty remote part of Australia. The nearest town is over 200 kilometres away. There's a small local community of about 50 people, about an hour's drive away. So it's a fly-in, fly-out operation. Most of the employees do an 8-6 roster, and there's a mine village and everything where people are accommodated on the site. So all the site is now fully built. We're fully ramped up on the mining side of things, and really it's just about bringing the plant up online at the moment.
So you mentioned that you were actually part of one of the other bigger discoveries in Australia. Tell me a little bit more, for those who may have missed our first interview, about your background and how you came into working at Gold Road Resources. Yeah,
so I actually started as a CEO with Gold Road exactly 12 months ago. My first day on the job was at Precious Metals, would you believe?
And ours was the first meeting, right?
You were certainly my first media interview. No, it's a fantastic move for me. My sort of professional background as a geologist, but I've worked about a third of my career in exploration, about a third in projects and about a third in mine operations. And I was involved I was heading up Anglo Gold's exploration team in Australasia, and then led the team that made the discovery, and then managed the Tropicana through pre-feasibility, feasibility study, and then was the initial general manager there for about 5 years. So Tropicana, similar scale of operation, and it's one of the better operations within the Anglo Gold portfolio.
So then, from what you can tell me, what are some of the company's value catalysts now moving ahead for the rest of 2019, going into 2020?
So look, as I mentioned, Gruyere is really in the ramp-up phase at the moment. So we expect to hit sort of nameplate production capacity around the end of this year, early next year. About halfway through that, so in the next month or two, we'll declare commercial production. We're tracking quite well towards meeting those kind of criteria. The next big one for us is really making another discovery within the belt. We've certainly identified a smaller resource at Gilmore, and that's located about 50 kilometres south of Gruyere. We've got some interesting results just in the last couple of weeks at a prospect called Yamarna, and both of those are south of the mine. So, there's certainly other things out there, and the big thing for us is to try and find another, million ounce plus deposit that we could develop in our own right.
And where can our audience go and find more information about Gold Road?
Yeah, so we're listed on the ASX, and you can certainly find us through our website, which is goldroad.com.au.
My name is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNN Live, and we're at the Precious Metals Summit 2019 in Beaver Creek, Colorado. With me again has been Duncan Gibbs from Gold Road Resources, publicly traded company. The symbol is GOR on the ASX. Duncan, a pleasure. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for the opportunity today.